This is Sambaza with the Sambaza podcast, and I live in Forney, Texas, in the USA. My question is, do you think Kimani Ichungwa should go to jail for his statements that he had made about the Northlands issue? And this also goes with Dennis Itumbi. Should they stand trial for what they had said or tweeted before whatever happened or culminated to the raid of the Northlands farm? My second.
Okay. All right. There we go. Northlands raid. The comment from
He called it a raid, not an invasion.
or an invasion, yeah, the Northlands invasion. The comment that he was talking about that Ichungwa made, I'm also gonna play it. So just give me 1 second here as we get this together. 1 second. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Ya zile mashamba kubwa kubwa mumejishikia, tukianzia na hapo Thika Road Nairobi, hapo Ruiru. Kabla hatujaenda Taita Taveta, kabla hatujaenda Nakuru, mali ya Mkenya ikivamiwa, hata hizo mashamba zenyu tutazivamia, na wenye hawana mashamba wapate mashamba Kenya hii. Musifikiri ati wananchi wa kawaida ndio watapoteza mali. Even you will pay a price if you continue to instigate violence and bloodshed in this country.
Okay. All right. So this was before the invasion of the Northlands, and as we know, the Northlands it was invaded by thousands of people. There were fires that were lit, and livestock was stolen. Apparently, sheep and goats were being sold, like along the highways. And even more interesting is that plots were subdivided using Mabati structures. Wanna go back to Albo and tell us, this is now not, I know people have been talking Azimio. Now, this clearly were not Azimio supporters who are attacking, like former President Uhuru Kenyatta's farm. Talk to us about that, what you know and what people are saying down on the street. Albo.
Okay. Obviously, the initial narrative is about what you've just played. This thing disturbs me particularly for one reason, because it's a complicated situation in that I don't think the Kenyattas legitimately own all that land they make a claim to. I have, for the longest time, that's why I've never supported Uhuru, that's why I've never supported any endeavors that family does, because even what they did to the milk industry, they just take things and they use their enormous political power to do that.
They say it's
But
willing buyer,
side,
willing seller.
Yeah. So on this other flip side, the Kenya Kwanza people, they're exactly the same people. They do the exact same thing now at different locations. What has happened now is that, and that's why I would never really support somebody like Ruto. It's because he's a winner takes all kind of person. He will, at tremendous cost to the Kenyan citizen, he will try to reduce the economic and political impact of the Kenyatta family, just like Moi did back in the day. Of course, Mambagina played a card at that time, just waiting it out kind of situation. They have amassed a lot. And for me, the sympathy kind of goes out of the window, because for years, as the people in Central and the Jubilees and whatnot, they were supporting these guys as they were stealing, as they were taking things from the Kenyan. But because it was Mutuetu and all that nonsense, what happened is that they let these guys get to that position. In fact, I remember when Uhuru was running the second time, they even made up propaganda about how it's ordained in the Bible or whatever the hell that he will be president. They heaped so much power on this guy. it's very hollow and fake right now to go to no hata sisi tunataka share yetu. No. You helped in kind and in action to get those people in the position they are. So it's very disingenuous right now to see people running or try to take this or that. I don't know how those properties. Okay, we know how the Kenyatas have access to all those properties, and because of the tremendous amount of wealth they've been able to steal during Uhuru's time, they're building literal towns and cities. It's one of those things where you have the diverting water that from rivers, they're doing what? It's a level of impunity that it's very dangerous to allow to let go, as in that's how most countries have come down. There's very few people who have everything. And right now, the problem we have is that the same people, like the people who are instigating the guys to go raid these farms, the Uhuru farm, the Kenyatta family farms and whatnot, they are not doing it because they want, as this idiot is talking about, that he wants to give it to the Kenyan. No. They want to take it for themselves. Everybody is quite clear about that. Now, the small man at the bottom who's been made to do this, even him, he has hopes he can get a piece. You understand? But so that's why everybody's jumping in. They want to, hata mimi naweza pata kaploti hapa, naweza pata kambuzi. So it's a criminal enterprise from the citizenry to the politicians. So what is going on right now is our cocks, so to speak, have come home to roost. We can't run away from what we've created. People want, this is the reason. They are bad people and they should. No, it's a complicated situation in that I think many of us can argue that that property was not got legitimately. The politics was used. At the same time, the people who are trying to repossess that from them are not really for the Mwananchi. They also want the properties for themselves. But the argument obviously has deteriorated to the bottom feeder territory, where it is watu waliiba sasa tuchukue hata sisi. Sasa you see, the thieves are telling you this was stolen, so we need to steal. It's a mess. It's fake. It's all it's just they're using all this. We want to give people the lands and whatnot, so that they can forcefully take what the Kenyatas have. That's what it is.